Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show how to simulate unstable flow over cylindrical or spherical shape. Using Fluent, we're going to do the 2D simulations. Just you need to drag and drop a Fluent block, Fluid Flow Fluent, open the design modeler. So in the XY plane, we'll create a new sketch, sketching mode, like create a rectangular shape, create a circle. So go to dimensions. We want to have a rectangle with 20, 50. We want the center of circle to be in the middle, so we'll put 10, 25, and the diameter of the circle wants to be 1. Okay, now go to modeling and concept, surface from sketches, and select the sketch 1 and generate. So we have a circle with we have a rectangular with a circle in the middle. So we'll close the design modeler, open the meshing, now we have opened the meshing. So in the design modeler we used meters as a unit, metric with the meters. So in the meshing it's better to use millimeters, or you can use whatever unit you are more comfortable with. Doesn't affect the results that much. So here we are going to do the sizing. I will select this circle edge, element size to be 20 millimeters, and also for the general mesh sizing I will use 300 millimeters in the mesh sizing. I would like to have a good resolution for the mesh around the circle, so I will use the inflation. For the geometry, let's select this surface. For the boundary, select the circle. So instead of smooth transition I will use the first layer thickness. So we had like 20 millimeters for the size of the element, so it's better to use the same 20 millimeters as a height for this one. So it's different on the boundary, you need to consider the y plus. So I want to have like square shape mesh around the circle, so 20 millimeters, and I will ask meshing to create 50 layers of the mesh. We have 50 layers of inflation around the circle, and I will define the method, select this shape and all triangular, so it will create a faster mesh. So generate mesh. Okay, as you see we have very nice and fine mesh around this circle, and reasonable size mesh like further from the circle. So we are going to define the inlet, outlet. Click on this edge, right click on it, create name selection. You can press N as a shortcut. So inlet, this side, press N, outlet, So circle, and let's name it circle, and okay. Now update mesh to send these information to Fluent. I'm going to close the meshing and open Fluent. So to open the Fluent, double click on the setup. Make sure to check the double precision. If you have a laptop or desktop which has more than one CPU, you can take advantage of using the parallel version. So I have 8 CPUs, and if you have during the ANSYS installation, if you have Intel CPUs on your machine and you have installed the Intel MPI, it's better to choose the Intel. Other than that, if you don't know or you are not sure, it's better to keep it as a default. So okay, and now we have opened Fluent. We have our mesh here. Let's try the transient simulation. In the general menu, check your mesh to make sure there's no error or warning about your mesh and the mesh quality is acceptable. In the models, for now we don't touch anything. The energy is off, multiphase is off, viscosity is simulated as laminar flow. So for the materials, I'm going to change the properties of the air to faster reach this unstability. So I will increase the viscosity to 0, like 84, 85, create change. So for the cell zone, to make sure that it's fluid type, and we have selected the air. So for the boundary condition, double click on the boundary condition. You can sort or view as the group them by zone type. So since we name this edge as inlet and this edge as outlet, automatically Fluent assign the velocity inlet and pressure outlet to inlet and outlet names. So double click on the inlet. So on the velocity, we will choose the components. X velocity as 1 meter per second, Y velocity is 0. We want to have a like horizontal flow from left to right. So now we go to report definition. Double click on this, click new, force report left, and let's name it circle left, and report to the file, plot every one frequency. The location we want the zone is circle. Click OK. So it will calculate and graph the lift force on the circle every time steps. So let's do the initialization. I will click on the initialize standard initialization, X velocity as 1 meter per second. Initialize it again. So in the calculation activity, we'll create a solution data export. So the type is the CFD post compatible, and we'll look for vorticity magnitude. Yeah, here. We'll export vorticity magnitude every one time step, and I'll browse and go to desktop and create a new folder called my output. So OK, and click OK again. So go to run calculation, and let's do time step of 0.2 and 800 time steps, and let's do maximum iteration per time step 20, then press calculate. So it will take a while. While it's doing the calculation, I will pause the video and come back to recording the video when it's done. So I will just wait for a couple of time steps to be converged, so you can see. So it's started plotting the lift graph. Now the calculation is done. We will close the Fluent, and okay. So while Fluent is being closed, I will drag and drop a results or CFD post, and open the CFD post. So I will load the results file from desktop, my output data. So the first time step. Okay. It will take a while to load every time steps data to CFD post. Then we can create counters and then create the animation. Now the CFD post is loaded our data. So we'll make sure that we have all the 800 time steps here. So close this, and we create a counter, contra vorticity. Let's see, we want to see the vorticity near the circle. So user specify it let's to make sure it's looking better. Let's do the 25, more resolution. Click apply. Okay, for the location it's better to select the symmetry. For the 2D it automatically creates these symmetry planes. So if you plot this, you can see that there's some unsteady flow here. If we move back in time, like around 10, it's steady. So we can create a video and click on the animation, time step animation, and go to back. And to have a higher quality video, and you can go to this options here and define the size of the video you want to export. In the advanced we can go to do the highest quality, and leave the others as it is. You can use a white background or not, or it depends on your preference. Okay, I will set this view. So click on the save movie. I prefer MP4, so repeat 1, then click and play the animation. So it will export the video to the selected location, and it will take a while it's exporting the video. I'll come back when the video is finished and just preview the show the video. The video is done, and this is the preview of the video. You can see that it's stable at the beginning, and as it goes during the time, it will start showing that unsteady, unstable flow, and you can see it. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and please subscribe to our channel and like and share this video with the colleagues, and comment to our videos if there's anything wrong, or if you need any if you have any question, or if you need any other simulations, so you can suggest us and we can create a tutorial on that one. Thank you.